Hey, what's going on, Summoners? My name is Nathan Ng, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the best solo carry champions for patch 11.22. There's quite a few picks that are making a comeback, but we also have a few underdogs that are finally getting their time in the spotlight. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Starting us off strong, we've got Camille in the top lane, but who here is even surprised by this pick anymore? She's no stranger to our best top lane picks, and it's always been for a good reason. Known for her extremely high amounts of true damage, Camille is able to easily solo carry games through sheer power alone. Combine her strength with some solid macro mechanical prowess, and you've got a recipe for some free LP. She may seem a little bit difficult at first, but with enough practice, Camille can be blind picked into nearly every single laner. This is especially true since her counters aren't doing that hot in the meta at the moment. Overall, if you're looking for the definition of a 1v9 champion, be sure that you don't miss out on the Camille hype train. Before we dive into what Camille's build is, don't forget to check us out at ProGuides.com. This way you can view our great catalog of challenger coaches that can personally create a walkthrough to your dream rank. You got a busy schedule? Well, don't worry about it, we've got you covered. Our trained roster of coaches are here 24/7 to help you reach your goal, whatever that may be. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check us out. Regardless, let's get back into the video and dive right into what's the best way to itemize Camille. For your runes, be sure to take Grasp, Shield Bash, Bone Plating, Unflinching, Magical Footwear, and Biscuit Delivery. As for your items, you'll be starting off the game with a Potion and a Doran's Blade. The rest of your build will be consisting of Divine Sunderer, Plated Seal Caps, Ravenous Hydra, Serax, Death's Dance, and your choice of a Guardian Angel or Kempunk Chainsword, depending on if your team needs more anti-heal or survivability. Next up in the top lane, we've got Tahm Kench. With the prominence of champions like Camille in the top lane, there's been a nice opening for Tahm Kench in the meta. Not only is he a nicer counter to Camille, but he also offers his team a borderline unkillable frontline. He's the only catfish that I'd welcome into my life. Once he gets one item, he becomes incredibly hard to deal with, and thanks to his percent HP damage, TK is one of the best duelists in the game. While he won't directly solo carry a match, his presence allows his team to play forward and take nearly risk-free fights. Plus, once you understand your damage more, you can easily assassinate the enemy ADC early on. Overall, if you want a powerful tank that can go ahead and solo kill carries, be sure you pick up TK. As for your runes, you want to take Grasp, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Unflinching, Triumph, and finish off with Alacrity. To start off the game, be sure you grab a potion and a Doran Shield for some early sustain. The rest of your build will consist of Iceborne Gauntlet, Plated Seal Caps, Thornmail, Spare Visage, Anathema's Chains, and Randuin's. Be sure to put the chains on a priority target for extended CC, or on their mage so you can go ahead and take reduced damage from their AP. Pulling us into the jungle, we've got Kha'Zix. This sneaky little bug has been flying under the radar for quite some time now, but due to champions like Qiyana and Talon, he never really had a place. Thanks to the Gore Drinker nerfs, he is now one of the best junglers in the game and can easily solo carry games thanks to his burst potential and high kill pressure. Kha'Zix's solo carry potential is completely reliant on his lead, but once you get comfortable with snowballing, you'll be able to push your lead and stop the enemy from catching up. If you're a fan of somebody like Zed or Evelynn jungle, then we're sure that you'll find a comfortable home with Kha'Zix. Overall, if you want to play as your team's main carry in the jungle, be sure to pick up Kha'Zix and assassinate the enemy before they even know what hit them. As for your runes, you'll be taking Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Absolute Focus, and Water Walking. This will give you some extra assassination power. To start off the game, you'll be taking Refillable with a Hail Blade. As for the rest of your build, be sure you pick up a Dusk Blade, Lucidity Boots, Ghost Blade, Edge of Night, Sorrelda's Grudge, and finish off with a Guardian Angel for some extra survivability. Once you get comfortable enough with Kha'Zix, you can take Ignite instead of Flash for some extra kill power. For our next jungle pick, we've got a champion that offers high strength for those of you that like mechanical prowess. I'm just kidding. Warwick is a powerful jungler at the moment thanks to his great Claire and dueling potential, and he actually functions as a great answer to Kha'Zix. Regardless on if you end up picking him to deal with Kha'Zix or not, Warwick offers you and your team a really good frontliner that can disrupt fights and disable a single enemy thanks to his ultimate. Just keep in mind that his solo carry potential is all about his ability to disable the enemy jungler early on and get his team ahead. Overall, if you're looking for a strong jungler that doesn't take a ton of time to learn, be sure to check out this underrated starting jungler. For your runes, be sure to take Press the Attack, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Celerity, and Water Walking. This will help you synergize with your Sense Chase potential. Starting off the game, you'll be grabbing a refillable potion and an Ember Knife. Once you get good enough at clearing, feel free to switch that potion for control wards. The rest of your build will consist of Divine Sunderer, Plated Seal Caps, Titanic Hydra, Thornmail, Serax, and your choice of a Dead Man's Plate or a Spare Visage. Remember, your goal is to disrupt fights and get your team ahead with the early pressure. That's your best chance of using the strong pick. Now, before we continue on with the video, don't think for a second that we have forgotten about everybody's favorite ProGuides tradition. For our question of the day today, we want to ask you guys, do you think champions should be powerful for multiple patches? Personally, I think it helps build a solid meta, but it does kind of suck to see the same champion for months on end. I don't know if you guys ever played Overwatch, and we're not really talking about that, but I actually quit because Junkrat was just strong the entire year. And, you know, at least with League of Legends, that's not usually the case, but I just don't want it to ever get to that point. you know? Anyway, regardless, let us know your answers in the comment section down below. Pulling us back into the video, we've got Lux to start off with our mid laners. Lux was already in a pretty good spot thanks to her strong wave clear and overall strength as a control mage. But with Riot's new buffs to her kit, she has quickly jumped up being one of the best mages in the game. Thanks to her damage and ultimate cooldown buffs, Lux is able to clear waves constantly, which makes her an extremely safe mid laner. On top of this, she can solo carry games with enough items so she can easily one-shot anybody on the enemy team. Overall, if you want a control mage that works both as a bursty assassin and great poke champion, be sure you go ahead and check out Lux before she may potentially get nerfed. As for your runes, be sure you take Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Gathering Storm, Cheap Shot, and Ultimate Hunter. Feel free to switch to Summon Airy if you're in a melee matchup. To start off the game, you'll be grabbing 2 potions and a Doran's Ring. The rest of your build will consist of Ludens, Sorcerer's Shoes, Horizon Focus, Zanyas, Void Staff, and then finish off with your choice of Rabadons for some extra burst damage or Cosmic Drive for some more poke. Next up, we've got somebody who's been quite literally flying under the radar for quite some time now, and that is Corki. This Yordle is slowly making a name for himself in the mid lane thanks to his powerful scaling and objective control. Once Corki gets enough items, he's one of the strongest champions in the game, as he's able to shred through tanks and can nearly one-shot squishier targets. Overall, if you're looking for a safer, hyper-scaling mid laner, be sure to check out Corki. Plus, he can also be a pretty good answer to Lux if she ends up staying strong for the next few patches. As for your runes, you'll be taking Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Magical Footwear, and Biscuit Delivery. You'll be starting the game with a potion and a Doran's Blade for some nice sustain. As for the rest of your build, you'll be picking up a Shield Bow, Sorcerer's Shoes, Mana Immune, Essence Reaver, Infinity Edge, and then finish off with a Rapid Fire Cannon for some extra range, or Guardian Angel for some extra survivability. Don't forget to pick up an early tier so you can go ahead and sack it as soon as possible. Diving straight into our ADC champions, we've got Miss Fortune. This powerful Bilgewater champion has been at the top of the ADC charts for quite a while now. Thanks to her versatile build paths, she's able to itemize against various enemy team compositions and can deal the most damage in the game even when behind. On top of this, she has a very strong laning phase that almost guarantees that she'll scale into the mid game without a problem. With Miss Fortune, you can solo carry through raw damage as you'll be able to wipe out entire enemy teams with your ultimate, and you'll be able to one-shot enemy carries with the basic Q auto combo. Overall, if you want an easy to play champion that can deal an absurd amount of damage, be sure to check out Miss Fortune this patch. While there are 2 key builds for Miss Fortune, we're going to be covering the most consistent and reliable one. For your runes, be sure to take Press the Attack, Presence of Mind, Legend Bloodline, Cut Down, Magical Footwear, and Biscuit Delivery. You'll be starting off the game with a potion and a Doran's Blade. The rest of your build will consist of Kraken Slayer, Berserker's Greave, Collector, Infinity Edge, Guardian Angel, and then your choice of a Bloodthirster for some extra healing, Lord Doms for Armor Pen, or Mercurial Scimitar to deal with hard CC. Next up, we've got Jhin. This long-range sniper has made his way back into the meta thanks to Miss Fortune. His strong laning phase and powerful late-game scaling makes him the perfect match when forced to face MF. Plus, he is easily able to solo carry games with the lead as he can borderline one-shot enemies with enough items. Overall, if you're looking for an ADC that can offer utility and high amounts of damage, be sure to check out Jhin this patch. For your runes, be sure to take Dark Harvest, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, Presence of Mind, and Coup de Grace. Starting off the game, you'll be grabbing a potion and a Doran's Blade. As for the rest of your items, you'll be picking up a Gale Force, Boots of Swiftness, Collector, Rapid Fire Cannon, Infinity Edge, and then finish off with a Lord Doms for some extra Armor Pen, or Guardian Angel for some bonus survivability. And before we continue on, if you want to join an amazing community of people, please join our Discord because we would love to have you there. What are you waiting for? We also have some amazing giveaways, so what are you waiting for? Join up. Nonetheless, let's get back into the video and take a look at our final few topics. As we draw closer to the end of the video, we're going to be diving into our supports with Sona starting us off strong. She has been in an odd spot for the past few patches. She has been extremely powerful in the ADC role, but after a few nerfs, it seems like she can finally find a comfortable spot as an enchanter support. Who would have guessed? Not only does she offer a strong laning phase, but Sona scales extremely well, which allows her and her team to grow in strength with time. Once she fully stacks her passive, she can easily solo carry a game through her utility alone. Overall, if you're looking for an excellent enchanter that can also deal some damage, be sure to check out Sona. For your runes, you'll be running Summon Airy, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Gathering Storm, Bone Plating, and Revitalize. As a support, you'll be starting off the game with 2 potions and a Spell Thief, so you can go ahead and stack your passive. The rest of your build will consist of Moonstone, Lucidity Boots, Cantic Putrefire, Staff of Flowing Water, and then finish off with the Watchful Ward Stone. Remember, Sona is extra strong at poking in lane and then scaling into the mid game with her massive amount of utility. This means that you won't always have to force fights early on. Last but certainly not least, we've got Blitzcrank, who's been grabbing our attention. This Iron Golem may catch many of you by surprise, quite literally, and he's not really when you think of a 1v9 champion. However, with the state of the current meta and with roaming supports being at an all-time high, there's no better place for Blitzcrank. He's easily able to punish champions like Sona and Soraka, and thanks to his strong roam potential, he can actually get his allies really far ahead. His strength may die slightly as the game goes on, but his pick potential will always give you and your team the chance to win games off of a single hook. Overall, if you're looking for a strong roaming support that can deal with enchanters and getting his team ahead, be sure you don't skip over Blitzcrank this patch. For your runes, you'll be taking Aftershock, Font of Life, Bone Plating, Unflinching, Biscuits, and Cosmic Insight. To start off the game, you'll be grabbing 2 potions and a relic shield. Feel free to take a sweeper early on as well so you can threaten the enemy team from the lane bushes. Now for the rest of your build, you'll be picking up a Locket, Mobility Boots, Zeke's Convergence, Knight's Vow, and then finish off with either a Watchful Wardstone for CDR and control wards, or Dead Man's Plate for some extra defense. And that sums up our video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join our ProGuides family at ProGuides.com. We offer exclusive giveaways and classes that you won't be able to catch anywhere else, so stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys know the drill. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.